versus Hype MLG. So, of course, these teams wanting to get in, and it is Archon versus Team Mischief. Archon is up 1 game, but even if Mischief gets knocked out, they have chances in the lower bracket. Some people from the lower bracket will be able to qualify for this league. So, Mischief, I mean, they could certainly get themselves back in it, but if they can't, I'm pretty sure they're gonna give it a fighting chance in that lower bracket. And I have to say, the Americas bracket for the joinDOTA League playoffs seems to be the hardest, just because a lot of the tier 1 European teams don't seem to play in the joinDOTA League, but in Americas, everybody plays in it. So like, Oriel was in it, Archon is in it, Ping Gaming, Elite Wolves. It was an insane lineup. So we've had some great games. Let's get right into it. Archon coming out with the Doom ban, knowing they can't first pick it, don't want to give it to their opponents, but now Slaughter's in the pool, so if Team Mischief doesn't take it, 100% sure Moo is getting Slaughter as his first pick. And Team Mischief, they are in a pickle, to put it lightly. Because they have, instead of banning out more of Moo's heroes, last time they banned out, I believe, the Slaughter and the Brood, or the Brood it was Slaughter and Brood for Team Mischief last game. Wyvern is in fact what they banned out, having a lot of trouble against that hero last game. So they have to take Mr. Slaughter or be slaughtered on themselves. And the offlane utility Slaughter is what I like to call him. He goes either 4-star, if he can farm up the Blink first, he's certainly going to go that. And he just does so much work all over the map. And while Ember is a great hero, he didn't get nerfed at all, one of the few mids who didn't. Yep, you're gonna get the Slaughter first pick. You know why? Ember Spirit can't deal with physical damage. If you put an amplification on his head, the ultimate of Slaughter, he's gonna have a bad time. And it's not just, yes, it's the minus armor, but also a little bit of vision. Ember can juke quite well with the remnants, a lot of that getting reduced, of course, if they have vision of you. So, Ember's gonna be wanting a Manta this game, or a BKB. Even though it's a 5-second cooldown on Slaughter's ult. And I wouldn't be surprised if Archon here maybe... okay, I was gonna say a strong healing support like the Dazzle, Witch Doctor, maybe even the AA, but CM wasn't expecting her. She's got some synergy. She could be with the Slaughter. She could be... I prefer her... When you run a CM, it's a bit nice to have her near your jungle, because then she can stack and farm the jungle a little bit. Of course, that Frostbite does do a lot of does double damage, I believe, to creeps. Go. Oh, no, it just lost 10 seconds, sorry. Misspoke. So CM with Slaughter, while it looks like a nice lane, I think they'll put her with whatever safe lane farming carry they are picking up on Archon, unless they decide to run a weird aggro duel on Archon. But Slaughter +1 should have a fine time in the offlane. They can even put him, they can be super obnoxious. They could put him with a Tusk if he doesn't get banned. And Slaughter Tusk lane, Slaughter with the support Tusk, Ice Shards block him off, Slithering Crush with a range of huge. I'll show that when we're in game, but this guy's AoE range is ridiculous. So you're gonna have a good time in that lane. And yeah. And yeah, just everybody shout out to Pimp Muckle, who is gonna help me become less of a shit obs. He's gonna send me some instructions on how to suck less at camera work. So suddenly, we're gonna have good camera work. Not this game. I didn't want to get your hopes up. Not this game, but in later games. We'll be working on our camera work. Always trying to improve here, and thank you guys all. You've given me great feedback in a lot of places, so getting back into the draft. Earthshaker banned out Archon. They did have some troubles against IX Mike's Earthshaker, and Undying also being banned out by Team Mischief. Undying is another guy who can pair with the Slaughter. Just make sure safe lane carries farmers life hell. Ember can't stand up to those two.
5 seconds remaining.
So, going to be, I think Team Mischief has to use their next ban on Tusk as well. It feels too powerful to have to go up against a Tusk Slaughter lane for your Ember Spirit. Both of those heroes also really tanky, so doubtful Ember will get return kills. Even though Sleight of Fist and the Flame Guard do a lot of damage on Slaughter and Tusk, who are strength heroes, it's doubtful that they'll be able to. And folks, just to answer your question, we've got stand-ins because they can't tag up their team right. It's a reborn issue. So kind of kind of difficult here to pick up on who's whom, but I believe our only stand-in right now is Fun. True Loyalty is Clairvoyance, I think. Or Fun is Clairvoyance. The admin couldn't quite fill me in. So.
Dire team pick.
So, yeah. Now, we've got... Yeah, it's going to be the Spirit Breaker. That's another good one that can go with the Slaughter. And maybe you could argue has more global presence early game than a Tusk. Although, if Archon... Oh, okay, Monkeys Forever, Windrunner, they want to start dealing with the Shadow Fiend. Which is always cute. And Team Mischief, they've already showed their cores. They now need to start showing some other pickups. Sorry, that wasn't a terribly good way to say that. I think against a Windrunner, it's always fun to go something like a Rubik. You need lockdown while she's in that Windrun. Rubik will do it. They also might want a Dazzle on Team Mischief just because they are up against already a bit of a minus armor strat, and then they can, cancel that out with Presence of the Dark Lord and Weave. Maybe thinking Witch Doctor as well. If you get the right coconut bounces, you can certainly shut down a Windrunner. But instead, Io, who makes the most beautiful sounds. I think I'm really interested to see how this will work. I haven't seen too much Io Ember Spirit. It's a nice hero for the global presence, of course, and it's something where I do think that Shadow Fiend can, or Ember can go with the Io and get kills, and of course, if one of them needs to escape, they can relocate out. But I am a bit worried about who you're going to kill on this lineup, and actually Archon goes for the Spectre again. I'm a little surprised they picked someone so squishy, who doesn't have an obvious escape mechanism, like a Spectre. Yes, Spectral Dagger will help you juke into the trees maybe, but Io with those balls, those spirits can see you, and Ember with Remnant can often get to your hiding spots. So maybe Mischief is saying, hey, we're not going to let your Spectre get online this game. And now we're going to be seeing Team Mischiefs having to respond to this. Omni Knight, that's certainly a way to deal with the minus armor strat. Guardian Angel, let's just not take any physical damage. That works. And this will also help a bit. We didn't see it last game out of Team Mischief, but sometimes things like Crimson Gods work really well against a Spectre, because all of those illusions, which normally would be doing quite a bit of damage, the Crimson God instead makes your team take very little from her illusions. But I still think Archon can run a Tusk support, and I really think Team Mischief needs a Lion, a Shadow Shaman, although I am not sure if that is Omni Knight offlane or Omni Knight support. I hope it's Omni Knight offlane, the kind of Omni Knight who gets to farm, maybe gets a Blink Dagger up, maybe gets some items for his team. But if... I'm trying to think of offlaners that Team Mischief could go that actually have stuns. They could still pull a Clockwork out here, and that could really help solidify their ganking lineup. You can hookshot and then have a relocate to make sure you get the hookshot kill and go back to everything. And it'll certainly bring a lot of lockdown that they were missing on Team Mischief with the hookshot and battery assault. I'm still worried though, even with Shadow Shaman, Lion, Block. Not sure what they'll go for. And Archon here, they also could pick up an AA now. I think probably weighing the benefits. And I was completely wrong. That is just bluntly completely wrong. I really thought they were thinking maybe something like an AA to deal with Omni Knight's heal and Io's heal, but instead, Zeus. So, wasn't expecting that at all. So. And that'll be that. I don't know. Trying to think of what Team Mischief can do against a Zeus. Repel is going to help them here, and Flame God some, but Power Shot and Zeus Lightning Bolt will just burn through that Flame God. Yeah, we can see they can probably knock off that Ember Spirit's Flame God if they work together as a team. Of course, he'll have a bit of time on the map where he'll come online maybe a bit earlier if Io and Omni roam, so he can't get in. But, oof. I don't know what Mischief does to deal with this, and
10 seconds.
although it is a support Zeus, guys, so it's not nearly as bad. I hear writing. No, someone just drawing on the map.
Witch Doctor.
And they go with the Witch Doctor. We discussed this. So... and it's gonna be good, so... but let's get into this. We'll be seeing who the players are picking up. It is gonna be an offlane Omni Knight. I really do prefer that. I think it's a bit better that way. And I've got a cup of tea. Just looking at these lineups, I do think Archon has the edge, but again, Mischief, they're playing with a timing window. I think it's a bit extended because of the supports this game, and the Omni King being here. Sorry, Omni Knight. I call him Omni King. I just think he looks very regal. So, and yeah. I think, again, if it goes late, Archon have it. If it doesn't go late, they lose out.
5 seconds
So.
remaining.
There we go. We are in my game, lagging a tiny little bit, but let's go take a look around the map to see who's on what. On Mischief, there we go. We got Fun. Come on, Fun. Be on the screen. We got Fun playing that Witch Doctor. We're gonna be finding an SF played by Sunbee, Omni Knight by IX Mike, with Kiko coming up there with him. I think just to speed him up to place a ward, didn't want to buy a TP and waste 75 gold. We got Mad Pings on Zeus, on Flop and stuff, but I forgot to introduce True Loyalty. I think that's Clairvoyance, I'm not sure. On the Ember Spirit, Zeus has already placed a ward. I think maybe Moo is upset with the ward placement. Did Moo on the Slaughter think it's on the magic bush, so maybe he thinks it's too obvious? No, Moo is just upset. He's also pinging Whitebeard on that CM. We're gonna have Monkeys Forever on Windrunner. And finally, Jo again on the Spectre. This guy played fantastically last time. Gonna have a great tone of it. Again, for new folks, this is game 2 between Mischief and Archon. Mischief is down a game. If they want to advance to the playoffs, they need to, right now, they need to win this, but they also, in the lower brackets, have a fighting chance to do it. So, it's not over for them yet. And, yeah. So, gonna be a little bit of rune contention, but looks like we'll have the standard one mid gets one, and the other mid gets the other, so... I don't know who's gonna win this mid matchup. Sun B had a decent time last game, got ganked up quite a bit though. And I think Monkeys Forever's Windrunner is very experienced. I imagine both of these players know exactly how to play both sides of this matchup, so it's hard to say if one necessarily has an advantage. Often, we see players maybe, you know, like with Smash, when you play Ember Spirit versus Smash, he still wins the lane. Well, also it's an Ember Spirit who loses the lane. So bad example. When you play TA against a player who's like really good at TA, often they'll win the lane anyway because they know exactly how those side blades work, and you just get nothing. So, a little bit harass. Sunbee probably just gonna have a bit more trouble early game just because the power, the wind run means she doesn't take physical damage for monkeys, but it should even up at about level 5 where Sunbee certainly can get the farm advantage just because he can farm so much better, so much faster with those razors, especially if his team stacks the jungle. And Fluff and Stuff support Zeus. Looks like he's rushing a bottle as nothing else. Maybe that's why Moo was pinging the shit out of him. If he gets this creep, oh, he's just gonna let it hurt him. And he's waiting for his creep wave. He really wants this last hit for his bottle. That's what's going down here. And doesn't want to waste it under tower. Also will help their creep positioning a bit, but I'm pretty sure it was just to make sure that the last hit was his. I'm actually giving it over to Moo, so I was completely wrong. I think he should have stolen one. Yeah, there we go. There's the bottle coming out. As we talked about CM though, gonna be able to farm up and stack up a Storm, actually killing the creep off quickly. I haven't seen this play. I think she realizes that she can't really go over to the left easily, so doesn't want to deal with that. And we have an early bottle on the IO as well. Pretty common, but maybe wasn't expecting it so early. And raises to the face. Monkeys, are you just gonna go down? Needs a few more auto attacks. Does Sunbee have any sort of mana? He looks like he's out. Monkeys Forever probably calculated, but from our angle, playing with fire. And both Slaughter and Ember Spirit exchanging some auto attacks. There's going to be a Slitherine Crush. Ember Spirit, he doesn't have the Flame Guard, but he does have the Searing Chain. Flame Guard, of course, doesn't block physical damage, but it's one of those things where suddenly man fighting against a Flame Guarded up Ember Spirit, not Slaughter's cup of tea. So, without Lucky Bash procs. So. And Sun B getting some lost hits in there. Spectre, though, Jo, again, not really having a contested lane. There's not much IX Mike can do on this Omni Knight. I'm actually impressed he hasn't gone down or anything. It's a really rough lane for a solo Omni. He had the Wisp for a little bit, but now Wisp is off making stacks. As it... They actually didn't knock down these, so Wisp can't get both, and I missed the first blood in bottom. They pick off Moo, but now looks like True Loyalty might be going down, but can they kill Fluff and stuff? They need the auto attack, but he's bottling back up. He may just kill Stand in Fun. He goes for the Zap Zap, and it's not enough. Stand in Fun range creeps. Voodoo Restoration saving in the day. And it looks like True Loyalty, Flame Guard, Steering Chains, got the kill. He needs to back up now. So, oh look, it shows the bottles being used. And that'll be that, as they say. A nice little spot for them. Ember Spirit getting those 2 kills. Taking a look at the net worth, we can see he's topping it, even though he doesn't have many lost hits. Certainly not up to where the Spectre is. And in comes Io, giving him some of that heal. Oh, there's going to be a Slitherine Crush. They're going to be able to knock off... No, they can't knock off the Flame Guard yet. Fluff and stuff is too low. He's going to keep trying to zap it, but there's a lot more left in that guy. And finally does knock it off, but I think it's too late. So... Walked all the way home. He just wanted to make sure it doesn't combine into the Batty there. That's what's up with all the item dropping while he waits for the courier to travel its long-ass journey. And Back's beginning to pop up in the jungle. Moo misses the Slitherine Crush. We can already see the Ember is having a rough time in this lane. So, and somehow, IX Mike, okay, we haven't touched on this, but IX Mike has a ridiculous number of lost hits. He can get quite a few with Purification. I really wasn't expecting him to be right up there with the rest. Maybe he killed something else. I'm really confused, and we'll need to watch this to learn the ways of IX Mike. So, I'm pretty impressed that he managed to get so much farm. It's a hero, as we talked about. He has a hard time in the solo off lane. He doesn't have an escape like a lot of other heroes, but by already getting level 4, contesting these pulls, picking up 1 point in Repel and Degen Aura, he can actually run away from people pretty reliably. And if he gets Frostbitten or Frost Nobod, he can pop the Repel and walk it off. So... Oh, Moo almost going down. Looks like he took a Searing Chains. A lot of Flame Guard to the face, but he's going to salve up and get away. And that sprint. Now having the phase active, you don't get creep blocked. You don't get body blocked. You get out. So, Moo, in the mid lane. Monkeys Forever getting pretty low, but Wisp Balls, not enough. He does have a haste, though. I don't think he's going to be able to make anything happen. Trying to hit Monkeys Forever with the balls, but just not close enough. So, not working out. And yeah. Taking a look over at net worth, we can see Shadow Fiend and Ember are topping the net worth charts, but IX Mike not too far behind. I'm really impressed by this. I did not expect him to be doing so well on an offlane Omni Knight, and he's almost level 6. So, gonna be getting maxing out that pure.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'm silent because I have nothing to say. He is schooling this lane. Like, yes, it's pure damage, but I don't believe he should have gotten that kill there, and Spectre was just way too close to the creep wave with way too much little health and went down. And now, CM just has to go off, be useless, can't do too much. IO is low as well, but that's just because he's making jungle stacks. Looks like bottom. Getting hazy. I feel like True Loyalty needs a little bit of backup here to make this lane more feasible. So... Not quite sure what the plan is. We've got Voodoo Man coming in, healing him up a little bit with that Voodoo Restoration. And with just the coconuts, I don't know how possible it is, but... Oh, IX Mike, he just uses Purification on Jo again, doing a lot of damage. And Dispersion doesn't pierce spell immunity, so even better. Does Desolate? Doesn't pierce spell. Okay, I didn't know Desolate didn't pierce spell immunity either. That's interesting. So... IX Mike really just gonna be able to pop that repel and get out, but we have an ult. They're going in on bottom lane. There's the Frostbite. True Loyalty taking too much damage. He doesn't have a remnant to go to. They were all on cooldown. He used it for the initiation. It looks like fun, taking a lot of damage, but Io gonna heal him up. Can he get the coconut bounces? Purification comes out of IX Mike, and suddenly they are all turning around. Here comes the degen aura. IX Mike gets frozen up. Doesn't have the repel, but doesn't matter. IX Mike, you can't run away from degen aura. And fun, going in ham. Doesn't have the coconuts, but gonna get a bit of a speed buff. Can they hit him with balls? I think balls are on cooldown. They're out. Fluff and Whitebeard gonna take a ball to the face. 1, 2, 3. That's it. That's a very dead CM. She can't stand up to Io's balls, but not many can in the early game. They're deceptively full of damage. And Windrunner, she comes in to get something done too. Should be a good shackle shot if she can line it up, but she doesn't go for it. The purification, and now the repel on Fun. He's still gonna go down, but Monkey's forever realizing he can't chase the other two. And IX Mike playing really well on Omni Knight. I also think he did exactly the right thing, maxing out this purification. The pure damage, it is pure damage for folks who didn't know at home, maybe thought it was magical. It's a huge amount in this early game, especially with Archon's lineup, is really squishy except for the Slaughter. And he's not exactly getting the best levels. Oh, they're going in on IX Mike, but he just hit Guardian Angel, and even if he didn't, he has the repel. He's just going back in. This guy, he has no fear. And that's what happens when you play with the Omni King. We're going over to net worth, because that's more accurate after all of this action. Going down. SF pushing mid tower. Up top, we might also have a little bit of a scuffle between the two hard carries, but I don't think anybody will go down. And Whitebeard, while he has been jungling, getting some good levels, Io is also hitting fantastic leveling timings. Often as an Io, as I say, no one's going to go down. We have rotations because they were touching each other a little bit too close there. Flame Guard's still going to be up. One Spectral Dagger isn't enough, and TP top actually cancelled by, I think, Slaughter. So, I was going to say, while fantastic leveling on the CM because of the jungling, it's something where Io, already level 5, if you can get level 6 before 12 minutes in, you're good. That's already a lot of impact. Usually because you're stacking, you're roaming, you're not able to get much kill involvement. Sometimes in an IO early game, you don't have the levels, but they got it. And now, actually letting the supports farm up here on Archon, I like this. Both of them have good ults. I'm not sure if CM is going to go Freezing Field at 6. It's very mana intensive, but Fluff and Stuff's ult, even if you just use the Zeus Thunder God's Wrath for scouting, it can be really powerful, right? You can ulti, maybe you find out that somebody's low in the jungle, your Spectre haunts in, gets a free kill. Just accelerates her farm. So. And again, Windrunner. What was going on? Okay, she windruns away. I think if she wasn't careful there. But wanting to deter them, SF, from going for the rune. So. Sunbee! No top rune for you. You're gonna get yourself a bottom rune. So. And. Oof. Moo, gonna calm things down. Probably gonna walk on a 4-star if his farm wasn't as good. Just goes for the Slithering Crush and the ant damage. You can see true loyalty burning. Oh, getting so low, even with the burn. And has to remnant away. At the same time, they're working on bottom tower. We've got a TP home by the Ember. And it's just gonna be a successful push for Mischief. This game, unlike Lost, feeling like they can actually pull ahead and get a lot of work done. They have a 5k net worth lead. That's not quite a full item on a hero. Actually, looking at how far ahead the SF is, it might be... No, it's still not a full item on a hero. And they have a good experience lead. This is just a few levels, but there's going to be a Searing Chains, balls on Monkeys, and he takes it, he goes down. There is the Haunted, but I don't know if they have follow-up move. Maybe in the danger zone. Relocate out, to the fountain. So didn't bring anybody with him, and
under attack.
Io just trying to make sure he got some kill involvement using that first relocate, but they're going in again! What were you doing there, Moo? He's too weak and takes so much damage, and it feels like this game, Mischief has Archon's number. Jo is farming okay, but being doubled by the SF. And they're getting another tier 1. If they can keep this up on Mischief, we're going to a game 3. It's just something where they have a great team for the push. They've got a lot of sustain coming out of joinDOTA, Io, and Omni Knight, and Omni Knight has fantastic levels, should be getting a blink very soon. This just allows you can blink, use yourself as the heal bomb, you can blink over, pop Guardian Angel on your allies, make sure that everybody gets out safely. It's all really good, so. And I'm excited. So very, very excited for this kind of off-lane Omni Knight strat. And Moo, yeah, he's working on the Force Staff now, but it's not where you want to be 12 minutes in as that off-lane slaughter. You expect you're not going to get the best of farm, but he is being out-farmed by an IO. Somehow, is that who's on this? That's fun. Lowest farm of the game. I was going to say, you're doing the PPD. Your team's winning. Your lowest farm. Shadow Fiend kills off monkeys in the bottom lane, but I want to see how they manage to kill off Moo, but nothing to follow up. Just Wisp Spirits hitting him in the face. Can they do anything else? Oh, you better watch out. IX Mike, he might be going in on this. They managed to stun him. IX Mike didn't put the Purification on himself, but here comes the Ember Spirit. He needs another one. Searing Chain. Gonna hit. Here comes the balls and Purification. IX Mike tried to steal that kill. Didn't quite get it. But here comes the team fight. Oh gosh, Freezing Field doing so much damage. They need the repel. They need more damage. But now there's the GA as well. Freezing Field is over. Death Ward coming out. They managed to kill off the Witch Doctor. True Loyalty, is he gonna go down? But there is the relocate. IX Mike maybe can stick this out. No, 8 seconds on that Purification. Needs SF's help. Oh gosh, that Thunder God's Wrath seemed to do nothing. And now do they have the right clicks? One more. IX Mike, he's getting away. Can he cast the Purification and save his life? Oh, the Shackle Shot. You need to heal up Sunby. There's the Purification. There's the relocate back in with the full health heroes and Fluff and stuff going down. Is Monkeys Forever gonna fall again to Sunby? He's chasing him. Is Foster with the IO, but Windrun gonna mean that they're gonna back out. And actually, she looks for the Shackle Shot, but you're not killing off that IO. Monkeys Forever has to back out.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And a nice turnaround. Witch Doctor did buy back. I don't think got really too much done now, but still an overwhelmingly dominant team fight from Mischief and pulling ahead more. We've talked about this. Last game, Spectre was very close to her relic at this point. I think she had it at 22 minutes. This game, not really near it. Now again, Jo just needs good team involvement. If he gets a fight where he can haunt in, get a couple kills, he can certainly get very close to his relic, especially with the rubber band effect, because Team Mischief is about 10,000 gold ahead now. Oh gosh, Slaughter going in on True Loyalty, but the Purification, they have to run! Searing Chain's burning them all. Jo, he's taking so much damage. Can't quite catch him, but Monkeys Forever is dead. You can't Windrun magic damage. And now Jo has to get the hell out of dodge, and putting him further back, he can't farm like this.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So I would be surprised if we see a 20-minute relic just with how much pressure Jo is having. And in the meantime, Sunby doesn't even care what his team is doing, working on that top tower. So, yeah, my team's slaying in the bottom lane. I'm just gonna
Dire's top
go up and do that. So, True Loyalty gonna be working on. He actually bought up a full Wraith band. Maybe wanted an Aquila, but then Sunby went it, so not sure.
Dire's bottom
And True Loyalty gonna get a tower here, and SF probably will go back to working on that top one. They are getting stuff all over the map, and Roshan, an easy prospect for Mischief. Sunby is level 12. He probably wants level 14, but they can definitely do it with 2 points in presence of the Dark Lord. They have a lot of sustain. They have a lot of ways of getting down at Roshan, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is just a tier 2 into a Roshan push. So, let's go, they say, with their nice little smoke play. And they put a repel. They don't want Shadow Fiend getting shackle shotted or something. And here they come. I don't think they know. The support's a bit out of position. Is there going to be coconuts? Oh, they're not quite close enough, but oh, the freezing field, the purification. Both supports dead. And this, while, you know, you want cores with your smokes, 2 supports is fantastic as well, though, because Archon not wanting to fight without that. Spectre isn't anywhere near, as we talked about, 1,500 gold. She's not ready to fight. And this lineup of Archon that wanted to go late, we might not be getting there. 12,000 net worth lead from Mischief. They have to be careful of the rubber band effect. Oh. And yeah, they're killing too. I don't think they can stop this. Oh, they might kill him though! Pulled in the balls and it wasn't just enough. Just wasn't enough? Balls. We'll just keep saying that. Oh my goodness. Spectre somehow goes down in top lane to Sunby while I'm making bad jokes. Again, I apologize. Solo casting, I get a bit distracted. SF might still split push top. Now, we've gushed all over how Mischief is doing fantastically this game. I hear a Shackle onto the Ember Spirit. They have a lot of damage. He needs to be able to use his Flame Guard. It's on cooldown, but there are a lot of people around to save him and sustain him. But can Moo do something? There was the Thunder God's Wrath. He doesn't even have the 4-star. Monkeys Forever looking to pick up Io and no tether away. That's going to be a Shackle. That's a very dead Io. True Loyalty in the wrong spot as well. Hell gonna stop him from being Slytherin crushed, but when Sprint comes back off cooldown, maybe he can catch up to someone here. And does True Loyalty have remnants? Yeah, that was almost 1,500 gold for an IO. Yet SF took the top tower, but that's the rubber band effect. Now, talking about Archon, they do have some good base defense. They're not out of this yet. They have some stuff to stall up the game. It's not the best, but Spectral Dagger and Power Shot should clear out creep waves as well as Crystal Nova. So, additionally, we saw even its level 1 freezing field, it does so much AoE damage. It's a bit luck-based, but if you can get off a good one in a team fight, Archon should be able to hold their racks. They just have to be careful of getting stunned out on that CM, and the repel does mean that Ember Spirit or SF can just kind of fight ham under some of those magic damage spells. Additionally, Slaughter is getting closer and closer to a 4-star, which should add to his mobility. And that's always a good thing. I think, though, Archon, given how much each kill is worth because of Mischief being 15,000 gold ahead and 10,000 experience, that's really rough at this point in the game. I think that it might be time for Archon to think about some smokes, because you know Mischief will be, oh gosh, there's the blink forward. Oh, beautiful Shackle. There's going to be a nice, field until she got immediately cancelled and killed. So I thought it was a good Shackle, but the rest of Mischief's team too close. And looking at these hero levels, we can see there's a distinct advantage. Level 2 ults and almost a level 3 ult on SF. The stat game with that as well, fantastic. Mischief with the CM down, not quite sure this is the play. Searing Chains onto Monkeys, but they're going to go for high ground a bit. They can just chip away at this. They have so much sustain, and if they're having trouble, they can go back for the Roshan. Shackle does latch, but IX Mike is here just in case the team needs it, and doing barely any damage to True Loyalty. He was shackled for, I think this Shackle is maxed out, and he, almost 4 seconds on a Shackle, and they do no damage, and they use their glyph, but Sunbee still going up ham, probably going to take a heal or a purification. There it is, Food of Restoration as well. Beautiful Shackle on those two. Whitebeard's going to go down again. SF just looks at Whitebeard and he drops, and now they're working on the racks, kind of split up on which one they want to go on. True Loyalty going on a different one, but let's see what they can do here. Searing Chains on Monkeys again. Sunbee wanted, I think, could take her out with the raises. They're backing out, waiting for the creep wave, but Sunbee, he's like, no guys, I'm good. I got repel. I'm gonna have a purification in a second. Let me just take down this melee racks at 19 minutes into the game. Let's just make sure we really secure this. Spectre can farm top all she wants, but she's gonna die. Monkeys Forever almost dead to the bloody flame Searing Chains. And Sunbee, yeah, he's shackled. He doesn't care. I thought repel would get rid of the stun there, but I guess I was wrong. I thought repel removed some debuffs. But except it can't. Okay. Well, we've got to relocate, and Jayo's gonna fall again. Too much damage. Kiko on point with these balls. He's actually gonna relocate to a bad spot, isn't he? Oh, he gets away. He actually was really smart about glimmer caping up and relocating a little bit off to the side of the fight. 20-4. I hadn't even noticed that. Mischief dominating this game. 20,000 net worth ahead at 20 minutes. 10,000 experience ahead.
Going into hiding.
Unless Mischief makes a big mistake here, we're going to a game 3.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's gonna be an exciting draft out of Mischief that's really gonna help pay off for them. So, True Loyalty has the Battle Fury and a Chrysalis. Just for your notes, I know I say this all the time. The average timing in 6.85 on Battle Fury for an Ember Spirit, 25 minutes. True Loyalty, Battle Fury, and Chrysalis at 21 minutes. So, just a little bit ahead of the curve. And we're going to be showing Sunbee taking, doing again just a lot of damage to the tower. They didn't even bother with Roshan. Mischief, knowing they're so far ahead, don't want to waste the time with it. And they're going to take another set of racks if they're not careful. Melee racks falling quickly. Sunbee doing a lot of damage to it. There's going to be the haunt out from Spec. Can Monkeys do anything? Shackle doesn't work. CM manages to get a kill on Io, and that's going to help the sustain, but so much damage coming out from this dire lineup. Moo dead. CM dead. Can they find people? Monkeys Forever. Where's your wind run? It's not on cooldown. And that's GG. We're going to a game 3. So, once again, folks, thank you for watching. You just watched Mischief's lineup that got rolled by a Spectre last game, not let it go to late game. Once again, I am Llama Down Under. This is the joinDOTA League Playoffs. I'd love your feedback on how to get better. You can find me at Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, all Llama Down Under. The awesome animal combined with Australianness, so Llama Down Under. We'll be going into Game 3 as soon as possible. I need to have a little bit of snack to keep the hype up, but yeah, just should be a short break while we populate that lobby. Thank you again all for watching, and I hope you're having fun.